Hey guys, what's up? It's Frank here from Altcoin Buzz. Now obviously today we are seeing some serious blood in the market. Bitcoin and all altcoins pretty much are in the deep red today. But we're going to pick out just one, Anchor ANC USDT, which has fallen especially hard over the past days, to do an analysis to see if we might be finding support, if this downtrend might be at an end. We're also going to briefly look at the fear and greed index and what that might mean for Bitcoin. And finally, I'll give you the support and resistance levels which you need to be watching for Anchor ANC USDT. Now, for those of you who don't know, Altcoin Buzz is first and foremost a crypto investment research company, and we have been providing you numerous 100x returns since 2017. So if you want to get in on that action, join our Altcoin Buzz access group, where we document up-to-date research covering undervalued altcoin gems, NFT minting opportunities, and our portfolio strategies. So click the link up above to take part in the action, or in the pinned comment section down below. Also, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future updates. And finally, please note that none of this is financial advice. Okay, so before we get started with the ANC analysis, I just want to show you this fear and greed index, which you can find on alternative.me, currently displaying a value of 12, which indicates extreme fear. So if we do an analysis of the history of the crypto fear and greed index, we can see that right now is pretty much the lowest it's ever been. Now, we have had times in the past where it's been at this low number for many days, even weeks in a row. Here, for example, is one notable point. You see all this big gray area here ending on the 17th of December. Now, if we go to the Bitcoin chart and go on the weekly time frame and then look at December 2018, you can see that this was a point at which we actually bottomed out. And quite similarly, in that market, we were seeing this very important support, the $6,000 level. Once it broke down, everyone thought that was the end. And very similarly, now we are seeing this break of this diagonal channel. Everyone thinks it's the end. But as we've seen in the past, when there was a lot of fear at this time, this marked the actual bottom of the market. So although there's a lot of fear now, just remember, if you're an investor, a long-term investor, Bitcoin has seen dumps like this before. This is not out of the ordinary. In fact, Bitcoin has seen much worse dumps than this. We've only seen 61%. In the past, we've had 85% dumps multiple times, and Bitcoin has still been one of the most profitable financial instruments you could possibly invest in over the past 10 years. That being said, let's get down to Anchor. So Anchor has seen a 35% dump in the past day alone. Now, unfortunately, Anchor, if you are an investor, Anchor has a very serious downtrend here. We have been downtrending ever since it launched on the market in March 2021, marked by the lower lows and lower highs. Now, some potential for hope here is this diagonal channel which is forming. Now, the price couldn't actually get to the bottom of this channel because this dark thick line is the zero line, so obviously it can't go below zero. But it's interesting to note that this diagonal channel might find support. If you're an investor in Anchor, let me know, at what price did you buy in, and are you still in the market? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, coming down to the daily time frame now, we can see this incredible volume spike. We're seeing this increasing bearish volume, which technically is not a good thing. It means that there's a lot of bearish momentum. However, there's something known as a volume spike, and that is when there's exceptional volume in one direction. And this often indicates the end of the bearish momentum. And indeed, we are seeing the past three candles are not as large as the candles before. So we had the biggest candle, the big dump on the 9th of May, then a slightly smaller candle, then a smaller one, and now a smaller one. So this indicates that this bearish momentum is probably at an end. It's probably peaked over here. And we can have further confirmation from this by looking at the daily RSI. We have a daily RSI oversold of 19.39. Now, of course, we have seen this level and even lower than this level in the past. So this does not mean that we are already at the very bottom of this trend, but certainly it seems that the bearish momentum is likely peaking at this current price point. Now, if we go down to the 4-hour, we can start looking at some supports and resistances. But before we do that, I just want to show you this Elliott wave. This is a technical pattern which describes the price action of one leg, of one swing in price of one direction. So here we have 5 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the end of the Elliott wave. So there is some hope, some possibility that this is the end of this move down and that we may now be starting another move up, or at the very least correcting from this move down. Now in terms of support, there's only really one major support, which is the 0.1391 level. We had a double bottom over here on the 4 hour. And of course below that, really there's nothing but the zeros. But moving up from here, the next resistance would be the previous 4 hour high at the $0.392 level. If we cross that level, then we can be quite sure that this bearish momentum has ended for the coming couple of days or so. And indeed, the 4 hour is showing potentially a bullish crossover here on the MACD. So you see that the blue line here was just really going down the whole time. But now we are steadying out. And in fact, if you look closely, this blue line is actually moving up. And we are potentially headed for a bullish crossover. And also you can see the bearish momentum is slowing down here. So my best guess would be that we will not see this go below 0.1391, but instead have a move up from here. And if we do have a move up from here, the next major level to be looking out for would be the $1.3396 level. This marked the previous daily closes, a double bottom here in terms of daily closes. So I would suspect that this would mark resistance on the way up. And then of course the $2.2785 level, which is the previous daily high. So what would a technical analysis video be without a price prediction? So just for you guys, I'll tell you what I think the most likely scenario is. I think we're going to see some price movement within this area, maybe come down and test the 0.139 level again, but more likely than not, we will actually see a break out of here and start a move up, and then potentially see another move up, because really we are so overextended in the red now. Yes, we have a downtrend, but this Elliott wave seems to suggest that we are now at the end of this downtrend. Alright guys, that's been it from me for today. If you liked this video, feel free to check out my other videos on Altcoin Buzz. I make technical analysis videos a couple of times a week, and I like to explain things for you in ways which are simple and easy to understand. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.